Okay, so today is okay. So today is May 13th of 2025, and I'll be going over yesterday's price action as well as the week's outlook. Um, so this week is kind of interesting because I'm expecting a draw lower, at least a pullback, because we hit my weekly objective. Um, yeah, we hit my weekly objective, and uh, when when you hit a weekly objective, you kind of need to start looking for a TGAF type of setup. A TGAF type of setup is once the weekly objective isn't met, you look for a reversal in the direction uh, of the in the opposite direction. That's what I mean. And so I'm expecting price to draw lower today. However, depending on how price traded overnight will give me a glimpse as to what price is going to do today. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. We already took out the previous week high, took out previous month high as well. So I'm not looking for SMT at the highs. I am looking, actually, I am looking for SMT at the highs, but on the 1 hour, maybe daily. Um, so yeah, let's see how price traded overnight, and then I haven't looked at the charts yet. I mean, I pulled it up earlier, but I still haven't looked at them. Uh, okay, so why is this up here like this? Interesting. Anyways, so we have a 3 bar pattern or three drive pattern. I think that's what it's called. Uh, and we have this right here. We have previous day low, previous day high. So I'm not even looking at this anymore. Actually, let's look at this one daily. 240. Actually, let's go to 240. It started at 240. Okay, so we have a 3 drive pattern. I kind of like that. We can delete these. I didn't think. Well, I kind of expected a gap up, but not in the way that it gapped up. And so that's fine. Come on, dude. Very annoying. Anyways, um, so we have previous day low, previous day high, right here. I don't need this anymore. Okay. Alright. So I really thought that maybe we were seeing some sort of change in the state of delivery overnight. But we're still holding. We're holding over this order block here. We traded through it there, and we're coming back to close below it. It seems. Um, so no clear indication yet. Um, it's actually right over here. Right there. Okay, so right now I don't have a clear indication. We may trade back into this into this imbalance here. But again, I'm still bearish at this point because we have a 3-drive pattern. We have 1, 2, 3, 3 drives, and then we might get the reversal. I'll be very careful in this one. I'm not looking, given the higher time frame, I'm not looking to place a trade immediately. Uh, Depends what happens at 10 o'clock or going into 10 o'clock. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. So we're still respecting bullish PD arrays, right? We're still respecting bullish PD arrays, but we are now we took a previous high, so that's liquidity sweep. And when that happens, you kind of want to look for a reversal into that, into the other opposite direction. So we have buy side swept, sell side has not been swept yet. Maybe here a little bit on the lower time frame. So what I want to see is, I don't think I'm gonna get a trade off at 10 o'clock. I think what I'm gonna get is maybe some sort of change in state of delivery on the hourly. That's what I would like to see, honestly. However, if we don't, and yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that actually. Mm, yeah, no, I don't think we are, because we're still drawing higher. We don't have SMT at the lows. Actually, we kind of do right here, but the objective has already been met. So I'm not looking to trade this. I really don't like where we are. Uh, my objective was to see price got up to these areas and then see what price wants to do. If price takes this high, then that may be where I want to take my shot. Obviously, like I said, we are still bullish. Um, Going against the trend is highly, what's the word? It's not advised. Let's just say that it's not advised to go against the trend. So I'm not trying to. um, we still kind of have SMT at the highs right here, where price swept this low here, where whereas um, NQ already swept. I think that the more meaningful SMT though would be maybe if we get price to sweep this high up here. So we're about 320 points away. So we'll see. We'll see how price decides to open. We did leave off this weekly gap here. New week opening gap here, and a new week opening gap here. And there we go. Let's go to 240. 60. What do we have? Okay, again, the objective has already been met, so I'm not really looking to take a trade right off the bat. Yeah, I'm not looking to take a trade right off the bat. Like I said, we on the hourly, I'm not necessarily calling this a liquidity sweep. Maybe. This is the intraday afternoon low. This one is at 1312. Yep, afternoon low right here. So it did hold over this this gap here. Price did respect this gap right there. Notice how price opened and closed above the consequent encroachment of the gap here. It did close, but as soon as it closed below, what happened? Immediately reclaimed the previous the gap high. All right, so let's take a look at the 15 minute. On the 15 minute, We're still seeing an uptrend. Um, yeah, there's S&T right down here. So let's take a look at something actually. Nope, not there. On the hourly, there's S&T here, so that's good. 0.5. Okay, actually, I do need to log in to my. How the hell did I remove this? Volume indicator. Crosshair. Plus volume off. Oh, gotcha. Oh man, this has been killing me lately. Uh, Trade history off. Perfect. Okay. Um, hmm. There is S&T at the highs right now on the 1 hour. We'll see if this wants to continue drawing higher. The one thing I like about that, well, this reminds me of this day right here, where we almost drew towards this high here. Obviously, the objective hadn't been met yet, but the objective right off the open was down here. So I want to see how price does here. I think we are drawing towards the highs. So I think the real place to look for a reversal is here. So let me just change this to, actually, yeah, let's, is that the only high? And we're drawing towards this right here. Yeah, this is the uh midpoint of um midpoint of the premium, or 50% of premium. And so that's where I'm expecting price to go to. We might sweep this high here too, but we still got to wait until 10 o'clock to see how price evolves. Um, so right now, no play really. I would love a pullback into this area, but I'm not sure we're ever going to get that anymore. Price is just moving way too fast. Well, not way too fast. In my opinion, we're getting a V recovery. Um, and a V recovery is very good for business. We have relative equal highs up here, so you know price is going to what's the word? So you know price is gonna target those areas, just not today, obviously. 240, 60. I mean, I just don't trust this right here. Yeah, I don't trust this. What's the word? I don't trust these PD arrays enough to want to get into a long once price comes back into discount. I just don't trust it, and so I'm just gonna leave those there. Let them evolve and see if I end up getting a good opportunity later on. Yeah, no, nothing thus far. We don't have SMT. Um, okay, so we do have SMT there, but the objective has already been met. So this should reach the high. Yeah, no play. I'm just gonna leave it. We're about to. Where is this? Hmm. 9:46. So we have about 4 minutes until the macro starts. I still have no idea, so I'm not looking to press the buttons today. If we get a massive displacement lower, then I may give it a try there. Um, yeah, it's definitely starting to look like that for me, like this play over here. There was no SMT at these highs, but actually, yeah, there was right here and right here. All right. Yeah, so I'm watching these areas here. Hmm. I don't trust it. uh, I mean, it's a pretty nice trend line here. And if we break that trend line, then I'm taking a shot. But it could just as easily come down here, reverse, and then go up. So we'll see. We'll see what price decides to do. So far, I'm seeing sell side get swept, buy side get swept here. Sell side get swept, then buy side. So we'll see. Um, If I decide to trade anything, it'll be this right here. Uh, okay. I want to see how this candle closes. Macro just started, so we're good. We're holding good. Oh, we're holding above this order block right here. Ooh, I like this setup. Okay. Yep, there's no reason to get short then. Oh, we just reached a new high. It's a pretty good setup actually. But these are just not the types of setups that I take. Alright, well, looks like we're going for these highs. I need to see it immediately reject though. Otherwise, there's no entry. One, two, three. Darn. I was this close to getting long as soon as I saw these wicks here. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely not reversing. We're going towards these highs. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. So this will be the objective for me, at least today. Yeah, definitely. You can see we haven't even hit consequent. I mean, we haven't even hit SMT yet. 240, 60, 15. There are a lot of people getting killed right now because they're looking to get short. Darn, I can't believe I missed that part right there. That was a beautiful entry too. Yeah, right here. Consequent encroachment. Notice how price opens and closes above 50% of the wick here. Hmm. Oh, we're getting something here to the other side. We're leaving some pretty nice voids here. Let's take a look at YM. What's YM doing? Well, YM is drawing lower actually. Okay, that's interesting. There's SMT at the high. Yeah, it's definitely SMT at the highs. Now we have relative equal highs up here. I would love it if this one swept. Well, it doesn't need to sweep anymore. Hmm. Definitely. YM is trading lower. Hmm. This is the 4 hour. Okay, well, we swept. Okay. Damn, we're still drawing towards the highs. I really need to see price not do that. This is a beautiful go candle. One. Ooh, I like that setup on YM. So I don't trade YM, but if I were to take a trade, actually let's do it this way. I would take it right now, and I would use the 1 minute 957 candle as a stop, as the uh, stop. Actually, the 941 high as a stop. So I'm just going to leave it there. We're still trending higher, so this trade might not work. $240. It's not holding it. 60. 15. Okay. All right. So I may be wrong. Price is about to close. Hmm. Last week we had something like this where the 4 hour had SMT, and then we immediately drew higher. So I want to see what happens now. Come on. This is interesting. $240 right there. Where was it? I think it was here somewhere. I think it was this one. Oh, this one right here. There was SMT somewhere here. One of these. Oh, this one right here. SMT. And then price immediately rejected. Nope. Never mind. We're still drawing higher. Yep, I'm still short YM. I just like the setup. Um, the only way it would go here is if price started to really take off. YM June. Here we go. Now we're gonna draw higher. Yep, very aggressive. All right, I'm gonna 38, 68. We are drawing towards the highs there. This high and this high are relatively equal. Nah, I'm gonna leave YM alone as well. I mean, it looks nice, but both ES and NQ are drawing higher, so I'm not looking to take a shot there. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on the 15-minute, kind of like this right here. Yesterday we had a huge up move beginning the morning. We just retraced, then we took out buy side, sell side, and when you're looking for a long, you wait for price to take out buy side first. You get in here, SMT right here. I didn't take that trade. What I did do though is I took this trade initially because I thought that that's where reversal was taking place right here. Okay, so I actually got long right here, right in this area above 50%, and my stop was actually right here as this was one of the SMT on the 15-minute between this low and this low, and this low and this low here. Caught this up move and covered actually a few points below, because I knew that we were still bearish. And the reason why was because this draw higher was not displacement. It kind of looks like it, but as you can see here, these lows here start to build a trend line of sorts. And so you don't want to get stuck in there. Hmm. Well, YM is drawing lower. 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes to the macro. Hmm. Yeah, this is definitely spooling. Let's try the weekly. Well, we're almost above this gap here. And here we're already past this gap. That's crazy. Okay, well, we're still in this breaker here. Breaker here. It's pretty nice. That 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 YM might have looked nice, but I mean it's rejecting right where I expected it to. But the fact that both markets are drawing higher is not convincing me at all. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it a day. Well, actually, not a day. I'm gonna call it a morning, because I see something forming. Um, so what I want to see is I want to see a move higher and almost get to previous day high. And then in the meantime, I want to see a 15-minute swing high, swing low get drawn in. Once that happens, I'll wait for the pullback later on into the afternoon, and then I'll get in there. Because that's typically what happens when you miss the initial move, similar to yesterday's, where you missed the move in the morning, and then you just let price do its thing. You come back at where? Oh, right here. So you come back at 9 in the morning. If you were trading the Asia session, you don't see anything there. You wait for price to do its thing. You come in here at that 7 o'clock macro, and you realize that price just swept a high. If it does that, then it's obviously going to come sweep a low. Um, but obviously it didn't do that. If you're bullish though, when you get that sweep at the low, then you start looking for SMT, which happened right here, and then you get in on the 12 o'clock macro to complete this market maker sell model. And so that's what I'm looking for here. We literally just touched the high of the previous weekly gap and the low of the breaker block on the daily. Right here, as you can see, this right here is a breaker block. If we look at the weekly, I'm pretty sure we'll see that as well. Yep, right here. It's weekly bar. Weekly bar. So I am expecting a draw lower at least once. If we come to sweep the lows, I think this is where we add. It's still not high enough. Maybe here? Wow. Yep, it's not allowing for any pullbacks except for those on the 4 hour. Ooh. I'm watching this right here. It'll be my only quick trade if I take one. And I will target 50% here. Should be down here. Okay, I'm done for the day. Yeah, there was no setup, nothing really. I wanted to see something quick on the 1 minute to take advantage of, but there is nothing. The type of play I was talking about was something like, actually, yesterday's a pretty good example. This is the type of 1 minute I was talking about. You get price to draw higher, right? Breaks the swing high, swing low, then price breaks this breaker here, right here. Oh shit. Right here. No, that's not it. Yep, right here. Okay, so yeah, price breaks below this breaker here, here, and yeah, this breaker here. You use this breaker as an entry point. As you can see here, this high never broke this high here. This high did. You take a short here. You use this as the stop, as a quick stop, and if you get stopped out, you get stopped out. But in that, you're only risking like maybe 10 points to make at least what, 100 points. So that was a good trade. I didn't take it obviously, but that's the type of setup I'm looking for, and we're not getting it um, at all today. Um, yep, we're definitely not getting it, and we already swept that high. 15, 1 minute. Yep. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave it. Anyways, I'm done for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow or next week. I may try to trade the 11 o'clock macro if maybe we get a pullback then. But we're definitely trading higher. By this point, yeah, we're already up here. This right here is a breaker. We just traded into the daily breaker here, and we have about 100 points left between this high and this low here. So, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. But anyways, see you next week.